extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A big pickup there for the Eagles. First down, 18 yards.
First down, Eagles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now wins. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Eagles nothing.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Trey 15.
Wentz going to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They'll run on first down. Bolton, and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Bolton. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Bolton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Bolton. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Play action. Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun. Wentz. He's got it to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And that's complete to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wentz again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Complete to Hilton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Right back to him on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. To try again after the sack. Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bolton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Jackson now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
At the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Come on, set. 8 to 10. You don't see me in your left.
On second down, it's Edwards. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, man. Hey, 57. 51's the mic. Let's go, Abby.
Wentz now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Man 5-7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Check, ready? Hey, go. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Check 3. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Shift, shift. Wide, get wide. Squeeze. Take four, take off.
They'll run on first down. Bolton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 44. Move. Mike's
Now Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
We got nothing. 44. Hey, orbit. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Football's the mic.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Bolton, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Who that?
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't